Hi and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. My name is Dawn, I'm Irish. I am a massive personal growth enthusiast. I am a self-development advocate. I began my journey about early in 2020, so I have always been interested in personal growth, but I felt like I never knew where to go to get the information that I was looking for. I'd go into a bookstore and there was just like massive sections on mindfulness and personal growth. I didn't even know where to start because I didn't really even know what personal growth was. I just knew that I wanted to be happier, to know myself a little bit more, to understand my feelings, but it never really came to anything until 2020. Just to give you a little bit of background, I had moved to Vancouver in Canada end of 2019, and I didn't know anyone. It was just an adventure, and it was exactly that. It was great. I stayed for 2 years. Came back last September, but unfortunately the pandemic hit very shortly after I arrived, and so I was suddenly working from home, living alone, didn't really know that many people. I was really worried about my family. Like, the pandemic had me completely panicked, and I think it had a lot of the world the same. Like, the whole world shut down. It was really a lot to take. I was away from everyone I love. I couldn't see them because if I'd come back to Ireland, I wouldn't have been able to get back to Canada on the visa that I was on. And it was just a lot. But I will forever be grateful for that experience because it is definitely what pushed me to move in the direction of personal growth. And I have spent the last year and a half every day, every single day, reading books, listening to podcasts, watching TED Talks, looking at YouTube videos. I'm just so interested in this topic. I go to therapy, hypnosis, like, it has literally changed my life. I am such a different person, and I am so much more aware of who I am, why I am the way I am, why I react to the things I do, why I behaved in the way I behaved. And it's just, it has been such a worthwhile journey. And the reason that I started this channel is because when I began, I didn't know, as I said, like, where to go, what to do, how do you meditate, what's therapy, where do you get a therapist, what books do you read. And I want this channel to be a go-to for all of that stuff in the beginning, and then I hope that you will grow with me, because although I'm a year and a half into this journey, this is a lifelong journey, and I have so much more to learn, and I'm fully aware of that, and I'm absolutely up for the challenge. But if you want to come along and do it with me, that would be amazing. I remember one day when I was in Canada and I was just sad, and I was missing my family. I was lonely. I knew that I wasn't making good decisions in terms of relationships and just like looking after myself as well. And I remember just being in my room one day and just sitting on the floor and just like bursting into tears, which wouldn't be unusual for me, to be honest. That is how I release emotion, is I cry. But I was really sad, and I was just like, I wanted to be happier. I decided that I was going to do everything in my power to become stronger, to understand myself better, and in turn, I want to give back and hopefully help someone else to do the same for themselves. And so have always been a reader. I've always loved reading, and I remember going and Googling like top mindfulness books or top like mental health books, or I can't even remember the searches, but it was like, you know, how to improve your life. I came up with a list of books and I went straight onto Amazon and I ordered them that minute. And I also decided that I was going to go to therapy. I have a lovely friend. She is someone that I met very early on when I went to Canada, and we used to go on these walks. She's the most authentic, beautiful person inside and out, and we used to go on walks, and she's just so knowledgeable and just like wise beyond her years. And she had been going to therapy for quite a while, and I remember having conversations with her and just being like, like, how, like, where do you start? Like, what do? You walk in and you're like, hi. Like, I didn't even know why I wanted to go to therapy. I didn't know what was wrong. I just feel sad. And I remember her answering all my questions and talking me through it, and really holding my hand as to how it would be if I was to start. And that for me was the reason I began therapy. I 100% owe it all to my conversations with her, which I will forever be grateful for. And yeah, so that day I decided that I was going to find a therapist, and I did. I went on the hunt for a therapist, and I've been dipping in and out of therapy ever since. I'm now back in Ireland. My therapist is in Vancouver, so it's not the easiest to talk. I also don't go to therapy religiously. I go for a block of time, and when I feel like I've got things, like when I'm handling it, I just take a break and live my life. And then if I'm confused about something, or I want to bounce something off there, I'm like, oh, why am I feeling like this? I'll go back and see my therapist again for a while. But I will talk about all of that in a lot more detail in my future videos. In my next video, I want to talk about meditation. My journey with meditation, where I started, where I am now. The whole thing has definitely been a process. How I meditate, it's really simple. There's nothing massive behind it. So if that's something that you think you'd enjoy, then please subscribe, and I will try and deliver what it is that you're looking for. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate any support that I get, and please tune in again next week, subscribe, and I am looking forward to creating my next video already. Thanks, bye.